For DFN investors, it's a great time because the new year's, and also there is a massive amount of cash coming your way this Monday. So that's something to be very happy with and very excited about. But I just want to mention that there's uncertainty about DFN, and these are the two things I'm going to mention in this video today. And this is going to be uncertainty of DFN, and also I'm going to give you a price valuation as of today, which is net asset value. And also I'm just going to give you my take and when you're going to receive those dividends. The first thing, we're going to start on the price of today. If we look at the dividend 15 split corp today, it went down about almost 5.66%, so about 6% of all 30 cents, right? We can see the fluctuation of the price within 52-week range is between 294. If you buy that up, 0.294 would be really great time, and to 798, that was the highest it was, and right now is a 7, so is a 5, so that means there's a $2.98, almost $3 off from where it was. But you can see the volume is very high, so that's just value. This is just a fluctuation. If we can see within a month, the stock actually has gone up from $4 all the way to 5. So it's been doing great recently. But we look at the underlying stocks, because this is a fund that invests in 15 stock, hence the name Dividend 15 Split Corp. If we look at those 15 stock that they invest, these are Loblaws Company, TELUS, National Bank, Scotiabank, Canadian Imperial Bank, Enbridge, Thomson Reuters. We can see there's Suncor Energy, BCE, Bank of Montreal, TC Energy, Sun Life Financial, Manulife Financial, Toronto Dominion Bank, RBC. So most of them, they are more financial and insurance companies, and also there are some energy companies like Suncor and TC Energy, and also there's like Thomson Reuters media. So that's pretty much. And also for example, TELUS is more of a telecommunication company, Loblaws grocery. So they're pretty solid companies, Canadian companies that this fund is investing under or is investing in. But we can see today volume, these stocks themselves, I mean, there's nothing really dramatically that make that fund to go down as much. So there's nothing to worry about when it comes to underlying stocks. So we can see actually Suncor went up almost 5%. But there's nothing else went down any more than 1%, but the fund went down more than 5%, almost 6%. So that's just the people maybe taking some profit, or maybe they are getting some dividend and they're thinking it's a time to just sell it. This is a brand new valuation which came on December 29, 2023. So NAV pre-distribution is 1527. That was December 29, so it was the last day of pretty much trading. Distribution was 14 after distribution. I mean, distribution is 1458, meaning it's because 10 cents goes to class A share, and 458 cents goes to preferred share, right? So that's why that's why it is 14 something. NAV net after distribution is 1512. So even if after they pay the distribution, the NAV is still higher than 15, which is a great news that next month they might be paying. But I'm going to give you more total distribution paid to date, meaning since the fund was open, it's about $52.02. And by the way, I always bring this type of news and update and show you what's happening with this type of funds or any other fund that you invest your money. So just make sure, if you haven't subscribed, just make sure you subscribe. And if you like my content, just make sure you give me a like. So we look on December 20th, they announced that they're going to pay dividends. And because, Dividend 15 Split Corp has suspended the dividend for about, 4 months. But now they reinstated, because why they reinstated is because the NAV has increased more than $15, which was on December 14th. The fund was $15.09, and because of their rules, when it passed 15, they have to pay the distribution. So they're going to pay distribution on January 10th, which is going to be this coming Monday, for shareholder on record on the 29th. So if you don't own the share right now, you are not going to receive. But if you own a share before, if you're on a record on the 29th, which was the last day, then you're going to receive the dividends. But here's my biggest worry. If you look at the NAV today, I showed you is about, after the distribution is 1512, right? We look here is 1527, and then after distribution is 1512. But look here, when they announce that they're going to pay dividend because the NAV was above 1509, and that was in January, December 14. Look, the most recent calculation net asset value per unit is at December 15, 2023 is at 1495. So just a day after they announced that, actually we saw the fund decline in value, and it was at 1495. So what that means, meaning that the NAV that you see right now, as long as it's 15, very 15 is very on the edge, right? You need to be like a 16, 17 is good, because it needs to be high up a little bit, so that would give you like little safety of margin. But right now it's very close to its below 15, so you can see that it went down after that day, and it was 1495. If it's 1495, of course they won't pay. But luckily, as I'm making this video right now, is as of December 29, because that was December 14, as you can see here, as of December 29, it went up again. So right now is at 1512. So if it stays like this until middle of the month, they're going to declare another dividend for next month of February, or pretty much January, right? Which is the dividend for January is going to be paid on in February. But what I want to tell you is that the NAV, as you can see there, that on this date, on the 14th, was 1509, and then just a day after, it was at 1495. So that means the NAV can decline really quick. So right now, the NAV is 1512. That means by the end of the month, mid of this month, it might not be the same. So if you're you're investing and you're calculating that you're going to receive this dividend as a guarantee, is not guaranteed. You might not receive this one. As long as the NAV stays above 15, you will receive. But if it goes below 15, you are not going to receive those dividends. So that's just something you have to keep in mind. But there's something that would be very exciting, is that they're going to pay these 10 cents. So for people who own this, it will be great. For me personally, I own about 10,000 shares, so I'm going to get $1,000, because if you do calculation, of course, 10,000, right? If we look at 10,000 times 10 cents, so that's $1,000 I'm going to receive this Monday. So it's pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to buy with that. By the way, let me know in your comment, when you receive dividends, what are you going to invest? Are you going to reinvest and buy this, or are you going to buy something else? So that's something I just want to keep you updated on that one. And on another news is that there's also another fund, which is DGS. You guys might know DGS from Brompton is going to pay dividend as well, because right now the NAV is about 15. They have the same rules as DFN, even though they're different companies. Of course, this one is 1526, so it's very close to DFN, but distribution rate is 23.54 right now. But when it comes to DFN, the distribution rate is 24, right? And then we can see NAV, net asset value, right now is 522, and then closing price is 509. So actually right now is undervalued, because if NAV is above the price, that means it's discounted. The price is discounted. So you buy this one, which is lower than the actual value of the net asset value. So it's pretty good time to maybe dig on DGS as well. And how much they're going to pay, they also pay 10 cents. And when they're going to pay on January 15, 2024, and it'll be 10 cents. So it's pretty much the same as DFN. So that's all I'm going to kind of give you an update on that. If you're shareholder, you're going to receive dividend or distribution on January 24, which is going to be on this coming Monday, and that's 10 cents. So it depends on how many shares you have, and the yield depends on how much you bought at that time is going to determine how much yield you're going to receive on your investment. And again, the NAV might change from where it is right now, but if it doesn't change, then you are going to receive another 10 cents pretty much next month. And for what I can see, it seems that more likely it's going to stay that way, and hopefully we're going to get another dividend for month of January. So that's all for today. I just want to give you an update on this one. And again, if you like my content, just make sure you give me a like, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss any of the update. So till we meet again next video. Bye bye.